Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at some of the ticker symbols that were in play today. Okay, first up, let's take a look at AUPH. Very nice move today. Did close above 70 on RSI, but if you look back here on a previous run back in March, you can see that there was a giant run, and the share price did push higher above 70 on RSI, so we'll look to see if that trend can continue. Okay, the bullish move today was the follow through with after the close on Friday above the 50-day simple moving average, which is the green line, and then just above the 100-day simple moving average at 673. So the close above both levels on Friday signaled more upside potential. So really nice follow through today. Now the key level to break is the closing price back here in May. So if it can break above that level, you're talking about a run up here back in the 875 range. Get above that, and you're talking about back into the $10 zone. So the big thing now is going to be to hold the 50 and 100-day simple moving averages. You want to see that those levels turn into support. So 7 is the key level to hold. You can see there's a break above the descending resistance line. So yeah, really nice move today. We'll see if it can get this uptrend. We'll see if it can continue and keep pushing back up into the 8s and possibly push higher up into the 9s. Big volume spike today, so that's always good. Big volume behind the move. Yeah, so nice move today. There was some after hours news, so we'll see if this can keep moving. Yeah, VNRSQ, big move today. Congrats to everybody that caught the video yesterday. Closed up 115%. RSI is now at 81. You've got Fasto at 80, so both are at overbought levels. A parabolic spike here on plus DI. So huge 2-day move. The close today was well above the 100-day simple moving average and above the upper Bollinger Band, which is currently at 0.099. That's the key level to hold on a pullback. You want to see EMA 4 hold if the candles do work their way back into the bands. The 100-day simple moving average is 0.067 is going to be the big support level to hold. If it does break below EMA 4, you want to see candles stay above that level for the push up to the 200-day simple moving average at 373. That's the next big target if this uptrend continues. The way it's pushing, you never know. I mean, that could get tested on this run. There's going to be some resistance back here at 20. You can see where this was a support zone. So it's going to need to get through 20, get through 30. But yeah, the very sweet 2-day run. We'll see if it can continue. Very big volume behind the move. If you look here at the VNRSQ 15-minute chart, you'll see there were super tight Bollinger Bands before the breakout on Friday, and then the candles closed above the 200 and 300 simple moving averages, so that was signaling more upside potential. And then that continued today with the first candle of the day pushing higher, and the share price ended up running up to 18 resistance, so that is going to be the key level to break tomorrow. The candles did close below the middle Bollinger Band, basically at 16, 0.158. So it needs to get above that level, and then it needs to break above 18 to head higher. If it fails to get back above 16 to 18 resistance zone, then that could signal downside risk. The big level to hold is 12. If that breaks, you could see a drop down to 10, down to the 50 simple moving average. Okay, let's take a look at CEI. Okay, very nice follow through today. Closed up 29%. RSI at 68. You've got Fasto now at 90. The key here was the bullish close above the 100-day simple moving average, currently at 0.366. So that's the gold line here. That's the move that we were looking for. So congrats everyone. This has been in this really nice uptrend since the close above the middle Bollinger Band, which is the dotted purple line, is currently at 0.257. The close above that level here on the what is this, the 22nd of June. That signaled the start of a new uptrend. And so now what we want to see is we want to see the 100-day simple moving average turn into support. We want to see the candles continue riding EMA's 4 and 8 support higher. This has been a really nice swing trade. If that does happen, then we're talking about a possible test up here at 50. The next big key simple moving average resistance level is is the 200-day simple moving average all the way up here at 0.841. Okay, so yeah, keep an eye on CGI. Big volume today, so there was big volume behind the move. So volume has been increasing on the way up. If you look here at the, let's see here. Yeah, this is the this is the CEI, and then yeah, if we look here at CGI, we'll take a look here at this gap fill. So on this play we had been looking. Okay, so this is the CGI daily chart, and we were a gap had been created back here between the top of this candle and the bottom of this candle, and the gap had been filling, but it hadn't quite filled all the way. And then today the gap finally filled when the share price crossed this red line. So that was a gap fill. We'll see if that is a climax. Notice the candles did close above the upper Bollinger Band. What we want to see now is a break and close above the 100-day simple moving average at 435. That's going to be the key level to break tomorrow. You want to see the share price get above that and close above that level. If it hits that level and pulls back, you could see the candles work back into the bands. What you want to see is the top of the gap turn into support. If it drops below that level, then you want to see the previous high close turn into support, which is lined up with EMA4 at 323. Notice there is a big volume behind the move. So very nice 2-day move. Congrats to everybody that's been following this chart. Good follow through once again. Bullish crossovers on MACD on both time frames. So that is signaling the possible start of a new uptrend, along with the parabolic SAR bullish flip with the green dots flipping below the candles. Okay, let's take a look at DAC. Okay, this stock has been on a really big move. So congrats to everybody. This is another big winner for everyone that's been following our charts in TA. It's up here at 84 now on RSI. It's at 88 on Fasto. You got the parabolic move on Plus DI. So yeah, this thing just kept going. So yeah, it heated up last week, and one heck of a multi-day run. So yeah, congrats everyone. This has formed 5 red or 5 green volume bars in a row. Getting larger with every bar. You've got this giant volume bar today. Notice how it lines up with the previous volume spike back here in November. This has a climax spike look to it. Notice how this big spike here correlated with a top. And then if you go back here and you look at this move back here in July, you notice that's correlating with the top as well. So yeah, just yeah. So yeah, no, that's right there. So it pushed a little bit higher, and then it peaked out. Just many times you'll see a climax spike when a stock pushes like this, and what we have here is a close above the 300-day simple moving average, which is at 264. So the share price has been able to get above the 100, the 200, and the 300 on this move. So this has been a very strong move. The candles have been forming. It's been a multiple gap up pattern, and so the pattern that has formed is bearish 3 gap ups. So it's a 4-day reversal pattern, it just signals that the chart's very frothy. Many times when this pattern forms, you do get a 4th gap up, but the candles end up working their way back into the bands. It's usually a signal that the chart is going to cool down soon, and so with this setup, there's a 4th gap today, and so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps, and so you could see the candles work back into the bands. If that happens, you want to see 300-day simple moving average hold at 264. If it drops below, you could see EMA4 tested at 249. On the upside, you want to see a break above 3, this 310 level, and then you have 370 up here, which is the high close. Okay, and so the break also was above this descending resistance line, so that would be a key level to turn into support as well. So you really want to see this 270 to 280 level hold, and then the uptrend to continue. More than likely the candles are going to eventually work their way back into the bands, and yeah, this should turn into a good bounce play on a pullback. Okay, check out IMUC. This has been on a really nice move, and then it had a big pullback, and then today the big move is the bounce off the middle Bollinger Band. That's what we were looking for. It did close below that level on Friday. So notice it had the really big move a couple weeks ago. It had the big run all the way up to the 200-day simple moving average, and then it pulled back, and we were looking for a bounce off the middle Bollinger Band. It hit on this candle here, which is the middle Bollinger Band is the dotted purple line at 110, but that it didn't hold on Friday, and then on Friday you had the candle actually close below that level, and so we were looking for a bounce today. That did happen, so very cool. You'll find that the middle Bollinger Band is a big support level on uptrending stocks that pull back and test that level. And so today there was a close above the 100 days or the 50-day simple moving average as well at 117, the green line. And so we want to see the candle stay above that level. If they can stay above the middle Bollinger Band and the 50-day simple moving average, it could make a run back up to the upper Bollinger Band and the 100-day simple moving average up to this 170 to 190 zone. So this play is all dependent on staying above these moving averages that are all converged here. So yeah, keep an eye on it. We'll see if it can follow through tomorrow. Okay, let's look at SNGX. Okay, a very nice move today. It had a big gap up open. So notice there's a gap on the chart between the high of day on Friday and low of day today. The stock did break above the 50 and the 100-day simple moving averages. It closed above both levels, and it did fill a gap back here. There was a gap back here in May between these two candles, so that filled, the upper wick filled that level and pulled back. It also hit the 200-day simple moving average at 302, so that's going to be the key level to break tomorrow. In order for the stock to head higher, it needs to get above that level. If it does, then you could see a run up here to 429, this 410 to 29 level, 429 level, which is the lining up with the high close and the 300-day simple moving average. Notice there's a big volume spike today, and there's been very light volume prior to this move. So we'll see if this is just a one-day wonder, if it's going to follow through with a multi-day run. So keep an eye on it. Okay, let's look at ENRJ. This is another energy sector play that is heating up. Okay, notice down here it closed above key resistance levels. It closed above the 300, the 100, and the 200-day simple moving averages, which are all pretty much converged. They are all converged here at 35. So if you look over here, you've got, three big resistance levels all converged at the same level. The stock has been winding really tight, and so now it's finally broke above all the moving averages. If you look over here, 35 is the top level, and so what we want to see now is that level turn into support. So you want to see the candles stay above these moving averages. If that happens, then this could be the start of the next run. You can see back here, every once in a while, ENRJ has a nice run higher. So we're looking for a potential run up here to 50. It could break higher. There is big volume behind the move today. A lot of times the stock disappoints. As you can see, it's been in this sideways channel, but this does look like it's a potential start of a next little rally. We'll see what can happen here. It needs to get above the descending resistance line. 40 is going to be the big level. A close above 40 is going to signal more upside potential. If it drops back below 35, then it will no longer be in play. If you look here at the ENRG weekly chart, it's looking interesting as well. You can see here that the 100-week moving average is the gold line, and then the green line is the 50-week moving average, and then the dotted purple line is the middle Bollinger Band. Notice that the candles are breaking above all three levels, or in hitting the 100-week simple moving average. A close above that level at the 100-week moving average at 38 would be very bullish. Notice that it hasn't closed above that level in a very long time. I mean, it's been years and years since it's closed above that level, and so if it can close above that level and turn into support, that's going to be a huge clue that this stock could be heading much higher. If it fails to break that level, then it could signal more consolidation. Okay, and let's look at one more ticker symbol, TVIA. Okay, if you look down here, the stock made our radar today on the close above the middle Bollinger Band. That is the dotted purple line, currently at 0.24. So we want to see that level hold. If you could see back here, it closed above that level, failed to hold, and it pulled back. You know, it tried to turn the middle Bollinger Band into support here and failed to and pulled back. And so what's happening is it's going to have to break this 50-day simple moving average at 27. That's going to be the key level. Notice that the green dots are lined up with that level as well. SAR, you can check out the SAR level over here, and so it's at 27. When the share price hits that level, these dots are going to flip below the candles, and that could signal the potential start of a new uptrend. So yeah, look for potential close above the 50-day simple moving average to signal a possible run up to the 100-day simple moving average. So it's the close above the middle Bollinger Band and the bullish volume spike down here that has put this stock on our radar today. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. And just one more thing, the bullish crossovers here on MACD, you know, that's another clue the chart is heating up. Okay, thank you very much.